is it that you experienced in your life where you knew that you needed to do something different, where you needed to accept Christ? And then secondly, at what point in time did that happen? And when did you know that Christ had saved you? And then thirdly, why you'd like to be baptized this morning. So, Andy, I'm going to let you start. And when you've answered those questions and you've said everything that you want to say, you can just give the microphone to Hannah. Hannah, you can give the microphone to Cyprus, okay? What was the question? We talked about this. At what point how did you know that you needed to be saved? What was going on in your life where you knew that you needed to do something different? When did you become saved, and how did you know that that had taken place? And then why would you like to be baptized this morning?
Wow. I guess my whole story is very, very long, so I don't know how to exactly describe it. But to me, it's a far journey to where I am right now. Sorry, I'm breaking up. I guess I grew up Catholic, and that was like one thing where I'm just like, I didn't know God from the start because it was just told to me. When I realized I needed Him the most was like in high school. I was being told by my parents and everyone else around me, it's like I had to be perfect. And that was like one standard I couldn't live up to. And one night I cried in my room, and I guess I wrote a note to my parents saying goodbye. I told them, I was like, I'm sorry, for being a bad daughter. I didn't know what else you want. But at that point, I guess, I yelled at God. I was like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you forcing me, to go through this? And I guess I realize now that, we each have our own trials. And that's when I knew I wanted God in my life, but I didn't really know a way because I was still under my parents' roof, and I was still going to a Catholic church. But I really wanted to learn the Bible more because I felt like it was calling and it was speaking out, and it just took a really long time for me to actually to get to where I am right now.
When did you accept Christ, and how did you know that He had saved you?
When did I accept Christ? Well, I came to New Life a year ago because I was invited from the Corps. At that point, I didn't accept Christ. I was still having a hard time, accepting that He died for my sins, because I felt like my sins were just overwhelming, and it was hard, and that nobody could ever take that from me. But it wasn't until Faith Walkers where it convicted me that I prayed with Raylene that I wanted to accept Christ. And that night, I just felt everything lifted up, and it was alright. And just say everything's alright. And that's what I did.
And why would you like to be baptized today?
I want to be baptized because this is for me to renew my faith and to show that I want Christ in my life again, and I want Him to be there. I want to trust Him. I want to learn to trust.